I'm Matt with Earl May Nursery and Garden Center, and this video shows how to properly plant a tree. Planting a tree is really easy to do and doesn't take much time at all. You'll be successful if you follow these steps. The first step to planting anything is getting all buried lines located to ensure you don't do any damage to the lines or yourself. This is done nationwide by simply dialing 811 and answering a few questions about where you are disturbing the soil. Keep in mind it will take up to 48 hours to get these lines marked, and your private lines, like underground sprinklers, won't be located. Once you have your lines marked and the right tree picked out for your location and needs, it's time to get to work. You'll just need a few products to ensure your success. We recommend a root stimulant, soil conditioner, and mulch anytime you plant anything. Using these products makes it easier for your tree to get off to a healthy start. When digging a hole for your tree, you want to dig the hole twice as wide as the root mass of the tree and to the depth of the dirt in the pot. The easiest way to determine the right width of the hole is to place the tree where you want it planted, then taking your spade and digging an outline around the pot. Once your outline is made, go ahead and remove the sod. Try to remove as little soil as possible with the sod, as this soil will come in handy later. We never remove any soil from the planting area. Now that the sod is gone, go ahead and start digging your hole. As mentioned earlier, you want the depth of the hole to be right at the depth of the dirt in the pot, or you're even okay to plant the tree just a touch high. It's critical that you don't plant the tree too deep. You can check that the depth of the hole is correct a couple of different ways. The easiest way is just to set the potted tree in the hole. If the tree is too large and it's too hard to do this, then you can take the handle of your spade and measure the depth of the hole, and then compare that measurement to the depth of the dirt in the pot. You now have ensured that the hole is the right size, and now it's time to take the tree out of the pot and get it in the hole. When you get the container removed, you'll notice most of the dirt stays intact because the roots hold it together. You want to take a utility knife and scar or cut these roots in about 3 spots around the root ball. This is one of the most important steps to your tree's long-term success. If you fail to do this step, those roots will just continue to grow in circles. This is referred to as girdling, and it will result in a weak-rooted tree and eventually deteriorate the health of the tree to the point of death. Go ahead and add your soil conditioner to the soil you dug out of the hole at this time. Adding this soil conditioner helps keep your backfill soil from getting too compact and hard. This allows your tree roots to start rooting out easier. Once you have it all mixed together, go ahead and sit your tree in the hole and start backfilling. Backfill the hole about halfway, and then step back and make sure the tree is planted straight from all directions. Straighten it if needed, and continue to backfill the rest of the way. Utilizing the extra soil you have left, create a dish around the exterior of your hole. This provides a great way of capturing extra moisture for the roots. The tough part's done. Now go ahead and mix up a solution of root stimulant to give your tree a good watering. Earl May carries a product called Plant Start that we recommend. You'll mix this at 6 tablespoons per gallon of water. It's easiest to mix it in a 5-gallon bucket or a similar type container. This root stimulant is high in phosphorus to promote root growth, and it also contains vitamin B to help your tree through the shock of transplanting. We recommend to continue to use this product throughout the entire first season. The last step in planting your tree is applying the mulch. Any shredded mulch will work just fine. Mulching the entire dish area provides a really nice finished look. Be cautious not to pile the mulch up around the trunk. You can mulch the entire dish, but taper the mulch down to ground level next to the trunk. Mulch has many benefits. It keeps the roots moist, it keeps the root zone temperature more consistent, and it keeps weed eaters and mowers away from the trunk of the tree. Depending on the size, variety, and placement of the tree, you may have to stake it for the first year. We actually recommend not to stake trees if possible, and never to stake them for longer than a year. If your conditions warrant staking, make sure the trunk of the tree is still able to move freely in the wind. If your staking holds the tree too firm, it'll slow down the natural rooting process. That's the simple, proper way to plant a tree. Ensure that your hard work isn't in vain, and remember that trees are living things and have certain requirements to survive, just like you and I. You will need to periodically supplement water depending on many variables, such as rainfall, temperatures, and soil type. A general rule to follow is that deep waterings less often and are better for a tree than frequent shallow waterings. As mentioned earlier, continue to use root stimulant as directed, and the final thing to remember in maintaining your newly planted tree is to mulch it in the spring and fall. Mulch naturally will wash, blow, and degrade away. Reapplying a couple times a year ensures your tree all the benefits it provides. If you have more questions or are in the market for a new tree, stop by your local Earl May and visit with one of our experts. Thanks for watching and happy planting.